class won't listen to me now, and they'll end up choosing something that's not what I'm looking for. But you'll notice a slight change here. Router 1, have a look at the ports on router 1. Do you notice anything different? Yeah, they've got, instead of usually what we used to always do, we used to always go interface fast Ethernet 00 or interface fast Ethernet 01. What I'm doing now, guys, is I'm kind of bringing you up to speed, because a lot of routers nowadays, if you went and you purchased an enterprise router, you'd find that they have gigabit ports on the router. So they're faster speeds. Now these gigabit ports might be connected with fiber optic, okay, the speed of light. Light signals get sent across these fiber optic cables, or they could be copper cables with a high specification, so usually a Cat6 cabling. But again, this is for faster networks typically. We use these. And again, when we talk later on, I'll talk about where these kind of routers sit in the network, why you'd want these fast speeds. So when you go to choose a router in Packet Tracer, you'll actually choose a 1941 router. So do you know down at the bottom it gives you lots of options? You'll be choosing just a different version of a router. Why is that important? Well, if you choose an older router, like an 1841, it will have fast Ethernet ports on it. You won't have gigabit. If you choose the 1941, this one, you'll get these gigabit Ethernet ports right out of the box. Does that make sense? Iago?
It's more about the question about the version of Packet Tracer. I can't recall, but I remember there's a specific version that you guys are using.
Yeah.
I will have to download it again, so I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's a good question as well. The version that we're going to stick with, guys, and I've got it up on this G Drive link that I'm going to share with you very shortly. It's going to be 6.2. I'm keeping it that version. And you might say, but Greg, why not update to the latest version? Here's the thing. If you go for 7.2, what I don't like about it at the moment, and Cisco might change this, what you have to do at the moment is, every time you want to use 7.2, you've got to log in. So you've got to have an internet connection. Okay?
Gotcha.
So that's what I don't like about it at the moment. Now again, Cisco may decide to keep it like that, or they might decide to change it. But what I liked about 6.2 is, it doesn't matter if you're on a train, if you've got no internet access, you can just open up Packet Tracer and away you go. Okay? So we're going to stick with 6.2. With 7.2, there's some newer stuff in there, but there's nothing crazy that I would say, we need to use this. Okay, so we're going to stick with 6.2. If you don't have 6.2 in your laptop, I'm going to put up the installer. I'll also put it up onto Moodle, so that if you don't get it today, basically you can get it another time, okay? Yeah, so is that okay for everyone? Yeah. Just for the Mac users out there, I've used a number of different, just a quick one with Mac users. I use something called Play on Mac. Is it perfect? No, but I've used a number of different ones at this stage. I found this one to be, I would say, the most reliable one. Okay? Okay. Alright. Find one that works best for your laptop, okay? Yeah, okay, use a VM, that's always kind of, but this is the one anyway I use, but if you want to use VM, absolutely go for it. Okay, for those Windows users or Linux users, you're absolutely fine to obviously use the same installer. Okay, so this activity, guys, it just asks you to set up a little simple network. What I've done, I've shown you the network in Packet Tracer. So again, just to remind yourselves, what's this type of cable? Crossover cable, going from a PC to a router directly. Okay, just something to notice. The gigabit ports, because it's a different type of router. Okay, and what it gets you to do is it gets you to configure the router, put a series of different passwords on it, but towards the end of the class I'll be asking you, what does this password do? What does this password do? Now, the good news here, guys, is if you've completely forgotten all of the commands, all of these commands over the summer, down in the appendix section, just down here, you see down here, I actually walked through all of the commands, okay? So all of the commands there are for you. But what I want you to do is, rather than just going, okay, I'm just going to do all these and not think about them, try and do it from up above. If you get stuck, have a look at it down below. But what I want you to do is I want you to understand as you go. Because from today onwards, guys, I'm going to be saying, you know how to do all this in your sleep. Okay? That sound fair enough? Okay, let me share out these documents with you. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to put this up on a shared drive so you can access.
Because I don't want to use that student version, I think it's limited.
The website, there's only one website that's doing the Cisco. Something there.
Le pasa el link.
It's not that one.
But came directly.
But I don't know, it's like the right download, but you know, like when you download something off the internet and then you have the official website that's got the real download, and then loads of like other websites that have it. This is one of those websites that are not.
It's not official,
It's not
yeah.
official, yeah.
Well, let me try something here.